Hello and welcome back to my channel Learn with NIKHIL. Today we are going to study about orthographic projection. We have taken a sum where we are going to draw its front view, top view and the side view. To know more about orthographic projections, kindly refer to my video lecture where I have explained about the same. Now here, as you can see, we have to draw the front view in the direction of X, side view in the direction of Y, and this is the top view. Now before moving towards the actual sum, we have to locate the distance of the front view, side view and the top view. Now total distance of the front view will be this length as it is in the direction of X. So calculating the front view, it will be the radius of this outer circle, that is given the diameter is 42. So the radius will be 21. Now the next distance, that is from this center point to the next center circle, the distance given is 100. So plus 100. And after that, from this center point, the next radius of the outer circle, that is the diameter given is 64. So the radius of the outer circle will be 32. So the total distance of the front view will be 153 millimeter. So the space required to draw the front view width wise will be 153. Now for the side view, the total width will be the diameter of the bigger circle, that is 64. So total width or the space for the side view required will be 64 millimeter. And this is the top view. Top view will be the combination of front and the side view. Now, as we have known the dimensions for the front view and the side view is on the left side, so its view will be on the right hand side. So here will be the side view, here will be the front view, and below that it will be the top view. Now drawing the axis, as we have known the dimensions, as you know, for the front view it is 153 millimeters, that is the bigger distance. So according to that dimension, we will leave or draw the axis accordingly. So this much distance will be required to draw the front view, and this distance 64 millimeter, this part will be required to draw the side view. So the axis straight line we will draw here. So from this point we will draw a straight vertical line. This axis will be XY. So in exam you have to draw many sums, so you need to require space management, where you need to locate the perfect spacing for each and every sum. So all the sums can be drawn on a single page. That will be the efficiency or the space management. Now we will draw the perpendicular axis. This line will be X dash, Y dash. So before moving to the actual view to draw, you know we take 5 millimeter spacing from the axis. So at that line we can draw the actual views. So 5 millimeter apart we will draw the lines, and on those lines we will draw the views. So our axis is done. Now we will write the views. Here will be the side view, as the arrow Y is on the left. Here will be the front view, and below that it will be the top view. So always first we will draw the front view, then the top view, then the side view. Now moving towards the front view in the direction of X, this curve part, the circular curve part, will look straight from the front view. This both curves part will look straight from the front view. And the total length is 153, as we have already calculated that. So we will draw a dark line of distance 153 millimeter. So this is the straight line which will look from the front view. So the total distance 153 is from this point to this point. Now from this point the height is 24 millimeter. So we will draw straight vertical line of height 24 millimeter. So this has been drawn. Moving towards the next, the width of this outer circle is nothing but the diameter, that is 42 millimeter. So from this point we will draw a straight line and the width or the length of that line is 42 millimeter. Always take the parallel line properly, because later on if you don't take parallel lines properly, there will be a difference in the dimension. So this line drawn is 42 millimeter. Now there is a slant line. It will look slant from the front view. Now for drawing that, we will first draw this bigger circle. Now till the center it is 100 millimeter and the height of this block given is 36 millimeter. So we will draw 36 millimeter straight line. So it is given here 36 millimeter, the height of the cylinder. Now this width is nothing but the diameter of the outer circle, that is 64 millimeter. Just highlighting the part which is visible from the front view. Now moving back to the sum. The outer circle diameter is 64 millimeter. So the width will be 64. Now drawing a straight perpendicular line to this line, we will extend the line till 64 millimeter. So the circle will look like a straight line from the front view. It will look like a circle only from the top view. Now through this point we will join the other circle, smaller circle, and that will be the slant line. So the slant line will look slant from the front view only. Now we have another line, and this curve part, this curvature will get to know from the top view till where it is extended. So the height and the curvature part will be decided from the top view. The distance 12 is given, but we will draw this line later, as we don't know till where it is extended, and it will be decided from the top view. So drawing of the top view, as you know the procedure, we will take the projection lines from the front view to the top view. Take each and every point from the front view and extend it till the top view. Draw parallel lines properly, as if you don't draw it parallel line properly, there will be the difference in the dimension. As you can check here, the width should be 153. If it is 153, then you have drawn the parallel lines properly. Just cross check it once before you move to the next view. Now first I will highlight the part which is visible from the top view. As you can see, This part is like a ring. It has a center circle. It's a hole which is drilled till the bottom. This part also, it's like a ring. It has a center hole which is drilled till the bottom. And there is a small notch also. It's like a keyhole. So the circle part, slant part and the circle part is visible from the top view. So the width is 64 and the top view will be drawn on the bottom side. So drawing first this circular part, as it's a circle, its width will be 64 millimeter. So marking of the 64 millimeter, and this distance is already projected from the front view, that is 64. Marking of the center point, as for drawing the circle we have to get the center. So drawing a straight parallel line through the center line, that this is the center of 64 millimeter, that is 32 millimeter. We have drawn a straight line. Now finding the center point, as the outer diameter is 64, we'll first locate the center point. So from here 32 millimeter, we will draw a center point, and through that center point with radius as 32 millimeter, we will draw the outer circle. So from the front view, the circle looks like a rectangle part as it is a cylinder, and from the top view it looks like a circle. Now drawing of the smaller circle, the diameter given here is 36 millimeter. So on compass we will take radius as 18 millimeter and draw a circle. But as you can see on this left side, there is a small key notch. So we will leave that space for drawing that part. So I am not drawing the complete circle. For this notch or the keyhole, I have left the space. Now for drawing that notch, the width given is 8 millimeter and the height of that notch is 4 millimeter. Now taking the distance of 8 millimeter, that is 4 millimeter above and 4 millimeter below. The total will be 8 millimeter. Till there the inner circle is extended. Now the height of that keyhole or the notch given is 4 millimeter. It is given here 4 millimeter. So we will draw the thickness or the height of 4 millimeter. So from here extending till 4 millimeter, and from this point extending till 4 millimeter. It should be parallel to the XY axis, and joining this will give you the key notch. So this part is done. As we have discussed earlier, this slant part will look like a slant only from the front view, but it will look like a straight rectangular part from the top view. Now this slant part is located at the center. So through this center, as its width given is 12 millimeter, so from this point, that is the center line point, we will mark 6 millimeter above and 6 millimeter below. Until where the slant line is extended, we have got the projection from the front view. So at that line also 6 millimeter above and 6 millimeter below. Now joining these lines will give you the slant line, which looks like a rectangle from the top view. Now the slant part is done. Now you have to draw this ring or two circles. The dimension is given. The outer circle diameter is 42. So first marking of the center point of the circle. So from there we can draw the circle. The center point is 21 as the diameter is 42. So at the distance 21 we will mark the center point, and through that point we will draw a circle with diameter 42 or radius 21. Now for drawing the smaller circle, again its diameter given is 24. So on compass we will take 12 millimeter and we will draw the smaller circle. Now these two circles are drawn. Now the outer lines, these lines, as you can see, we will mark it on the top view, and after marking them on the top view we will project it upwards to the front view. Now we have to draw tangent to both these circles. So align your scale as it just touches the circle. So see how I am aligning the scale as it is just touching the circle, and after that draw a straight line joining these two circles. So it is like a tangent to both these circles. Doing it on the other side as well. So the slant line is on both the sides. After joining these lines, after drawing these lines, we have to project it upwards to the front view. So projecting the circle, its center point, the tangent line, you have to project it upwards. The notch, the other circle, its center point as well, you have to project it at the front view. As the inner circles are hidden in the front view, we need to draw the dotted lines. Now this tangent line, we have to draw it on the front view as well, which we have left earlier. So the height of that line given is 12 millimeter. So taking this tangent line also to the front view, this height given is 12 millimeter. So from the baseline of the front view, we will mark a line or a point 12 millimeter above, and it is extended till the tangent where the line is touch on the circles. So from here also 12 millimeter above. As you can see, it is touched on the tangent line. So that was the reason we have first drawn the top view and then projected it upward to the front view. So there is a small notch or the circular part. So we will just draw a small notch at the end. So it will resemble that there is a circle present, or it is like a tangent attached. Now drawing of these hidden lines or the hidden circles. So we will draw these dotted lines as the inner circle is hidden in the front view. Also this notch is hidden in the front view. So we will draw the dotted lines on its projection. Dotted line resembles hidden views as it is not visible in the front view. So we are drawing dotted lines. Also the center line of the circle, that is big gap, small dash, gap, big line. Same with the other circle. The inner circle is hidden in the front view. So we are drawing dotted lines, that is called as hidden lines. And the center line, that is same, big gap, small dash, gap, big line. Now from the front view, the last part is remaining, that is this straight line and this triangular part. So on this projection, we will draw the straight line. This is resembling this line, and the horizontal line. So with this, we have complete with the front view and the top view. Now for drawing the side view, you know the procedure. You have to draw 45-degree angle line, and on that line we have to project all the projections from the top view on the 45-degree angle line, and from that 45-degree angle line we have to project it upward to the side view, and from the front view you have to project all the projections to the side view as well. Now for drawing the side view in the direction of axis Y, this cylinder will look like a rectangle from the side view. As you can see, this direction, this part will be at the side view. It is the circular part, but it will look like a rectangle from the side view. So marking of that point, the edges of the cylinder or the circle. We have not taken this projection, so we are taking this projection. So the smaller circle, this is the projection. It will look like a rectangle. The height of that cylinder is being projected from the front view. So with this dimensions, we will draw a rectangle. So basically it is a cylinder. From the side view, it looks like a rectangle. As done with this part, the bigger circle, same procedure. It will look like a rectangle from the side view. So marking of those points. This is the dimension of the bigger circle. It will look like a rectangle from the side view as it's a cylinder. Now these two circles or cylinders are drawn. Now next step, this slant line will look like a straight rectangular line from the side view as well. So taking its projection, you need to take all the projections to the side view for proper dimensions. If you have missed, kindly take that later. But the side view is formed by taking the dimensions from the front view and the top view. You need to take the dimensions again for drawing the side view. From the projections we can draw it. So this slant line will look like a rectangle from the side view. So from this side it will look smaller. Now we have to draw the hidden parts. This circle and this circle both are hidden in the side view as well. So for drawing the side view, we have to draw dotted lines. So this dotted line resembles the smaller circle which is hidden. this is the circle which is hidden, and for this circle we have to take the projection. This is that projection, and on that line we will draw dotted lines which will resemble the circle is hidden. Now this curve part will look straight from the side view. So drawing those straight lines. So this is the circular part, this lines. So it is after the smaller circle, and this straight line, the inner circle which is behind. So this line which is behind this circle, it will be hidden. This straight line also which is behind the outer circle, it will be dotted. So those lines were hidden from the first circle, so we have drawn it dotted. Now this notch part is also hidden from the side view, so taking those projection we will draw dotted lines. Now drawing the center line of circle as well on its top view and also in its side view. So with this we have done with the front view, top view and the side view. Now just marking of the dimensions. The dimensions which are given in the question should be marked. So step by step we will draw all the dimensions which are given in the question. As I have mentioned earlier also, 20% of the total marks is given for the dimensions. So you have to mark them properly. For proper dimensioning technique, visit my video lecture dimensioning technique, where I have explained properly how to mark it. Thank you for listening. Do subscribe to my channel. See you in the next lecture. Have a great day.